Hello. When you look at everything that is happening in Nigeria, don't try to give answers to the many confusion that is currently happening in Nigeria. Rather, ask more questions. A mind that asks questions is a mind that learns. The more questions you ask, the closer you get to the solution. Don't be quick to provide answers to immediate circumstances. You might just be lost in its labyrinth. After the sham election conducted by INEC and Mahmood Yakubu, a lot has been happening. Trust me, I wasn't really expecting anything different from the election conducted in Bayelsa, Imo, and Anambra State. And I am still not expecting anything different in Edo State, except the people of Edo suddenly realizes their power. But let me ask the questions. In fact, this video will be about asking so many questions. Why was this rigging this very wide? Even in the face of truth, even in the face of truth, those saddled to determine the truth and provide justice still look the other way. I mean our judiciary. Why was Tinubu so desperate to become the president of Nigeria? Why did INEC rig this deep to ensure that Tinubu must become the president of Nigeria? Why? In the light of overwhelming evidence that suggests he forged the certificate, he forfeited drug money, he's involved with narcotic. Why? Have you also wondered that we're no longer talking about Boko Haram, we are no longer talking about herdsmen, we are no longer talking about kidnapping, we are no longer talking about church bombing, we are no longer talking about criminals that are freed, that are being freed from prison? Why was it that close to the election, a lot of Boko Haram members were released, were broken out of jail and set free? Why is it that Shettima is not really talking? Have you noticed that Shettima is inexplicably silent while Tinubu does all the attraction? Why is it that rather than talk about the real situation of the economy, we are talking about yachts, we are talking about budget, about yachts that are being bought? In fact, there are so many questions, but we keep asking them. If you have yours, please add to the comment section too, so that let's be asking many questions. Could this be all a plot to a greater agenda? If there's an agenda, then what agenda is it exactly? When this Muslim ticket came and they tried to force it down your throat by recruiting fake bishop, fake imams, fake everything, to suggest that we are okay with a Muslim ticket, why is it that our judiciary don't have adequate representation from the southeast and south, even though we claim we went to school more? Does it mean that as we go to school, when it comes to getting employed at the higher echelon of academic achievement, we suddenly fall down from our intellect? Suddenly, I see the Supreme Court judges are Abdullahi, Jibril, Ismaila, Owolabi, Okondabi. Where is Chinedu? Where is Omoraka? Where is Osanho? Where are those people? Something is definitely wrong with this country. And we must find a wholesome solution to all these bothering questions. It's like the more one question pops up, it provides no answers. Another situation comes that provides many more questions. So what is it exactly that is happening to this country? Because we must keep asking the questions. It is because we don't ask questions. That's why we keep forgetting what has happened. We just forgot that a couple of years ago, just about 2-3 years ago, we were in an era where churches were being... Okay, let me take it some years ago, like 8-10 years ago. We were in an era where churches were being burnt down, people were being blown, like in just for instance, people were being blown apart, suicide bombing, churches blown up, families desecrated, people being captured on the roadside, taken to the bushes. All attempt to claim land for Fulani, Ruga and all of that. Have we suddenly forgotten? Have we forgotten we bought rice, a bag of rice at 7,000 naira? Now it is a whooping 70,000 naira. That's about 1,000% increase. With all the ailments that we are accumulating to this country, nobody seems to care. Rather, it's about, it's my turn, it's your turn, it's not our turn. Igbos will never rule this country. Only Yorubas. When Yoruba rule finish, they will give it back to Hausa. Why? What is really going on? For me, I think that this Islamic agenda is at its final stage. Because it's like when you look at Mahmoud Yakubu's countenance of coming on air and telling people that this time is going to be real, it's going to be real time. They just tell you things and they do something differently. Why is it that they want APC at all costs in Imo State, APC at all costs in Anambra State, APC at all costs in Bayelsa State? Imagine APC in Anambra State. Why is it that they want? See, the first idea is to create a one-party state. That's just it. A one-party state. Once you have a one-party state, then you see, when we say the country is going to be Islamized, it's not that they are going to force you to buy mat and force you to go to mosque. It's just that critical places like the Supreme Court, the executive, the central bank, the EFCC, no Christian will ever head those places. It will only be manned by Muslims. And watch what is going on. Who is heading the executive? Who is heading the judiciary? Who is heading? Just watch. That's where we are going. It is either you are a Muslim or a Yoruba man. To me, I feel that there was an agreement between Buhari, the Fulanis, and the Yorubas that, okay, we have done our bit for 8 years by repositioning Nigeria to benefit the Fulanis. Now, we couldn't achieve this without your help, the Yoruba man, Tinubu. Okay, now, you have your own 8 years and also do your own. When you finish, bring it back to us. Now, I feel sorry for those of South and Southeast when we keep fighting our petty difference. You are Igbo, you are not Igbo. This agenda is on. And those of the Middle Belt, and partly those from the Northeast. If we want to settle down and believe that these two regions should manipulate us and become our new colonial masters, it's in your choice. It's in you. What do? We have to stop this greater agenda that positions some people to think that they are now our masters and lord, and therefore we must act and work according to their bidding. I've said my bit. I may be wrong. It may just be a figment of my imagination, but hey, there's no harm in asking questions. You too can ask your questions. My name is Magnus Oraka, and I say please follow this page and share this post now.